Hello and welcome. I'm going to make this, we're going to do some divine masculine check-ins for each sign. This will start with Aries, and I'm definitely, so it's funny, there's a lot of oppositions going on. I attempted to do a tarot astrology reading for the upcoming full moon in Pisces tomorrow, but the energies are definitely feeling me. I'm even trying to speak is a challenge, and I'm feeling a lot of like tension around my neck, which is not a normal typical thing. So I'm really getting the sense that there are a lot of both masculines and feminines that have some blocked throat chakras, or are getting ready to speak, or are some are getting probably in the middle of fights and things. But if you look into the astrology and maybe check out the video that I did, there's a fair amount. We'll make this a collective DM one, and then I'll do each sign. But there's a lot of power plays. There's a lot of power plays going on. There's a lot of opposition. There's a lot of like, well, it's like this is the way that things have always been done versus this is the new way that things need to be done, or like we're being shaken up to where we're being pulled out of our comfort zone, and we're being like spirit is like pulling the mask off of most people like a bad band-aid that's been stuck there for years. Like it's painful, it's revealing, it's definitely the portal of revelations. And I think that it's in a lot of the readings that I did for like these 48 hours, actually ended up even being 72 hours. So there's a lot of tearfulness, there's a lot of endings, a lot of things like that. And even today, even though I haven't done a lot of videos, I've been doing just a lot of like voice recordings to myself, and there's a lot of energy that needs to be spoken. And I think I'm finally in a place where I can actually translate some of that energy coming through, but we will see, because goodness knows I'm not perfect at it anyways. Let me get this window down a little bit. Alright, already shuffled a little bit, so let's see collectively what's going on with Divine Masculine Spirit. It would be nice to check in and see what this time space is doing. Oh boy, yep, look at that. Regret, remorse, tears. Yeah, and look at what's on the bottom. I'm not surprised. This is Saturn retrograde energy butted up against all this Pluto energy. I think a fair amount of masculines have either ended third-party situations, are ending them, or they've been ended for them through something else happening. And there's a lot of disruptions. It's my son's phone, and it's just supposed to be charging but doesn't want to charge. There's a lot of telecommunications stuff going on too, and just a lot of irritation. I think that's a fair amount of what this energy is like kind of just sad that the irritations are happening at all, and sad that what they thought, they probably, for most of you, they probably left a Two of Cups with you that was stable enough to grow, but you probably put your foot down and you were like, hey, no. You're not gonna keep being in a victim place, or messing around with exes and stuff, or you're not gonna be in a karmic place and stay with me. And so they felt like, in fact, I'm getting the sense that a lot of masculines, when separation happened, they felt like they were being cast out by you, and they tried to kind of jump into old relationships, probably got with exes, or got it into rebounds with people that were like their exes, and just kind of went, okay, well, you know what, there's no use in crying over spilled milk. I guess this is where I belong with these knocked over cups. But with this, like, they're ready to break through that. They're ready to be done with that, and they're ready to be done with people around them who are constantly in a victim mindset. And their mind, I want to say their heart is here, in the Two of Cups with you, femmes, but their mind is still here looking at, and in fact, it's what I think it's funny if you look at this card, it's the Three of Cups and the Two of Cups. So it's ignoring the Two of Cups, a good, loving relationship, good communication, harmony, music, things like that, to look at the spilled Three of Cups, which is like the Three of Cups reversed, like trouble in friendship, social troubles, disharmony. It's, I would say, the opposite of union. It's not disunion, but, it's definitely breakup type energy. And when this is one of the few cards that's better in reverse than it is in upright, but it still is a card of focusing on lack. It's not necessarily a bad thing though, because this card has good and bad connotations in upright and reverse, but in reverse in particular, it's breaking free of toxic entanglements. And I think this is what the Saturn is in Capricorn right now, retrograde, and it's in opposition to Pluto. So it's kind of a mixture between, like, the best thing I can say is, like, some masculines have been wearing masks and being a bit narcissistic and cowardly about things, and they know it. And right now, Saturn and Pluto are coming in and making sure that there's no way that they can pretend like it's not their fault, or like they don't have some part in fixing whatever messes have been made. And they're kind of like, I don't want to. Like, I'm going to laugh if the Four of Cups comes out in here, because it's really, some of them are kind of in that space of, like, I know I need to fix it. I know I need to clean up this spilled wine. I know I need to admit that one of those cups was poisoned, and that I fooled myself into thinking that it wasn't, and just trying to have the best in people that did not have the best out for me. And I ran away. I ran away when I had two perfectly good cups with you. I think for some of you this will be confession energy, kind of confessional booth time. Let's see what's on the hot topic. Oh yeah, look at that. A lot of reversals. This is, in reverse, this is codependency. It is somebody who's, in fact, this is probably karmic energy, because this is the feminine singles card. And in reverse, it's codependence. It's, give me all your money because I'm so sad that I can't take care of myself. It's wasteful spending, gambling, abusing sexuality, things like that, fear of abandonment, allowing your base nature to get the better of you. And this being a hot topic, this is what's being talked about. So it's very likely that collectively, divine masculines, if nothing else, this is in the forefront of their mind. They're thinking about somebody that they've been in a codependent dynamic with. We'll look at the rest of the cards to see if they're still in it with them, because this suggests to me, along with this, that a lot of masculines are breaking free. And I've been hearing a couple of songs, like multiple times throughout the day. One is Tainted Love, the other is Time After Time, and I'm just hearing that line in Time After Time, if you're lost, I will find you, I will be waiting. And I think it's kind of that mixture between Tainted Love and Time After Time. It's kind of collectively where masculines are. And because the full moon is going into Pisces, and we have a number of other planets in watery signs, there's definitely heightened telepathy. I was going to say telecommunication, sort of, telepathic communication. And so, keep an eye or an ear on what you are hearing, especially music-wise, and yeah, keep an eye out for it. Also, bears seem significant to some degree. And for any of you that feel called to do so, I'm not even being called to one particular song, just Bob Marley in general. Although I do like the Three Little Birds. It's a good one. Let's see what's in the heart of the matter for most masculines. Oh, look at that. The Magician. They're ready to learn manifestation. It may even be that a fair amount of them have been watching you, and knowing you probably talk a fair amount about manifestation and intention setting, and having your own business, being independent. And this particular, I mean, this is a divine masculine card, and isn't it interesting that we have that with this as the hot topic? So in their hearts is an initiation into their spiritual journey, setting intentions intentionally. This is definitely focus. They're focusing. And with this being the hot topic, they're focusing on codependent relationships and entanglements, especially having the devil card in there. And even this one, I mean, in upright or reverse, this is about toxic entanglements and negative self-talk. You know what? Let's see here. I'd like to know about that, I was going to say magician. Maybe some of these masculines are writing music. Sometimes the magician card can be associated with writing because it's associated with Mercury. I think a fair amount of masculines in their heart is they're trying to figure out what to say. I'm curious though, what is it that, can you clarify the magician, please, Spirit? What is it that masculines are manifesting or saying or doing, whatever it is? Like, what in their hearts are they manifesting? Are they calling us back in? Oh, wow, okay. This one wanted to fly out. Look at that. They're manifesting. I mean, this is in general, this is healing, but... Okay, so I had another deck, and it showed me something interesting. In that deck, in the Six of Swords, the woman sitting in the boat was the... Oh, alright, sorry about that. Definitely the energy of disruptions. And for a fair amount of masculines, they're dealing with karmics who have children, and the karmics use the children to complicate matters, and also being a child of someone in karmic energy is not easy. Many of us have been there, and that's part of why we are where we are on our journey. Anyways, what the deck that I had showed me was that the woman in the boat was the Empress. And I know that... Oh, we're coming into our size limit. Interesting. I know that a fair amount of masculines are... I might do a part 2 if I reach my limit on this one. A fair amount of masculines, because that magician was in their hearts, this is what they're doing. They're thinking about you and how they can get back to you, how they can, if you share children with them, how can they get back to their children. They're thinking about setting boundaries. They're thinking about the journey. Like, what will it take to get me to this place